name is Nancy Mirigliano, and I'm the director for the ACE Financial Professional Support Team. In this video, we'll walk through the complete financial professional experience for submitting an application using Penn Mutual's Accelerated Client Experience, also known as ACE. You'll learn how to access the platform, navigate the dashboard, and move step by step through each section of the application. We'll cover everything from entering the insured, owner, and beneficiary details, to listing in-force insurance, attaching illustrations, and finalizing the submission. You'll also learn how to invite your client to the application, track their progress through the life and health section, and clone an application when needed. If you're looking for guidance on a specific part of the process, check out the description below for time markers that can take you directly there. Let's get started. To access ACE, you can go through Gateway, Insight, or by visiting ace.pennmutual.com and log in from there. As a financial professional, you can start the application yourself, or someone in your office or field office linked to you in the Penn Mutual system can also initiate an application on your behalf. Once you're logged in, you'll be taken to the ACE dashboard. The dashboard is where you'll be able to start a formal or informal application. In this video, we're going to focus on creating a formal application. But before we do that, let me show you around the dashboard. Here, you can see all the applications that you've created. You'll be able to filter your application by active versus archive status. You can also sort your applications by date last updated, date started, application status, or life and health expiration. You can also search for your applications by name, whether it's the insured's first name or last name. You can also search by application code. You have two ways to view your applications: card view or table view. In card view, each card shows the insured's name, owner's name, financial professional who started the application code, current status, date last updated, expiration date of life and health if it's been completed, as well as the application type. Each card has a small menu icon. Clicking it will allow you to archive the application or copy it. Table view presents the same information, only in a list format. It's simply a different layout for displaying your applications. Well, now let's switch back to card view and start a brand new application. You'll do this by clicking Create New Application. You'll then choose between starting a formal or informal application. We're going to choose formal. To begin a formal application, you'll enter the first name, last name, date of birth, residence state, and email address of the insured. Once entered, click on Next. The next screen is a financial professional screen. Here, you'll select the code that you want to use for this case. If the case is being split with other financial professionals, you can click on Add Another Financial Professional. You do not need to know their agent code to do this. If you do have it, great. But if you don't, not a problem. Just click No and enter their name and split percentage. In this video, we'll proceed with one financial professional using a single code at 100%. Now click on Create, and your application has officially started. You're now on the insured's demographic page. Before we fill anything out, let's take a quick tour of this page. Across the top are the application sections you'll be completing: financial professional, insured, owner, beneficiary, my life and health, policy details, and in-force insurance. On the right side, you'll find a summary box showing the insured's name, owner's name, and financial professional. Underneath that, you'll see the application code and shortcut to run an illustration. You can run the illustration at any time, at the beginning of the app process or right before submission. If it's already attached, you'll see it linked under Linked Illustration. There's also a section for resources, which will include future items like FAQs. Now back to the insured section. The name, date of birth, and email address you entered earlier will carry over. If the insured is not a juvenile, you won't need to enter the Social Security number. It will be collected during the client's registration. For juvenile cases, you will need to enter it manually. When entering the address, click Verify Address to confirm it matches the postal system's records. You can use the recommended address or continue with the one that you've entered. If the mailing address is different from the residential address, answer yes to add it. There's also a section for the Employee Life Insurance Purchase Program. If your client is a Penn Mutual employee or immediate family member, answer yes so their application can be routed appropriately. Once everything's entered and answered, click on Save and Next. Next is the owner section. You can choose different types of owners: the insured, a third-party individual, a trust, or a corporate entity. For this video, we'll keep the owner as the insured. When that's the case, the insured's information will carry over to this section. Click on Save and Next. Now we're in the beneficiary section. You must list at least one primary beneficiary. Contingent beneficiaries are optional. You're going to click on Add Primary Beneficiary and select if it's a person, trust, or business. We'll choose person. If your beneficiary is a person, you will need to enter their name, relationship to the insured, and date of birth. Social Security number and address are not required, but they are helpful. Once entered, click on Save Beneficiary. We're just listing one primary beneficiary at 100% here. If there are no contingent beneficiaries, you can leave that section blank. Click Save and Next. Now we're in the My Life and Health section. This portion of the application will need to be completed by the insured. You'll see the identity confirmation and a notice showing that this section is incomplete. This is where you'll be able to track the client's progress once they're invited to the application. Let's continue to the next section by clicking on Save and Next. Now we're in the policy details. This is where you can link your illustration. Click Copy App Code to copy the code. You'll need this code to attach the illustration. Below that section, answer all the applicable policy detail questions. If premium notices need to be sent to another address, indicate that in this section. Then click Save and Next. Now we're in the Enforced Insurance section. Indicate if your client has any pending or existing life insurance or annuities. If they do, click on Add Enforced Policy. Answer the replacement and 1035 questions accordingly. If they are replacing, and if they're doing a 1035, ACE will generate the necessary forms. Once that's done, click Save and Next. Now we're back to the financial professional section. Once the application code is generated, you can invite your client at any time during the application process. To invite them, click the Invite button in the People section. A pop-up will appear. Select the insured's name, check the box, and click Send. You'll see a confirmation once the email has been sent. You can return to this section later to view the invitation timestamp. Once your client completes their section, you'll receive an email. You can return to the application via the link in the email or through your ACE dashboard. Here, you'll see the Life and Health section is now complete. You can check the underwriting status section. If your client accelerated, you'll see their rating right here. If your client did not accelerate, it may be referred to the underwriter for full underwriting, or your client may qualify for fluid-free underwriting. To review your client's answers, go to the My Life and Health section and click View Responses. This will download as a PDF. Now, let's go to policy details to run your illustration. Copy the application code and click Run New Illustration. The illustrator will open in a new window. Paste the code, input your client's demographic information, adjust the rate class, and update the product rider benefits as necessary, and then calculate your illustration. Review the illustration, and if it all looks good, click on eApp to submit the illustration. You'll receive a confirmation. If you go back to ACE, you'll refresh the page, and the illustration should appear, usually in under a minute. You'll see the product, face amount, underwriting class, billing mode, and more. Click on Save and Next if everything looks good. Be sure to answer any remaining product-specific questions before moving on. Now that all the sections are complete, the Proceed to Final Review button is now active. Let's click on it. When you click on it, you're now able to review the application summary. By previewing both application and illustration, both will open up additional tabs reflecting the PDF files. This step is required. Confirm the accuracy of the information within the documents, and then click Save and Next. The system will validate your application to ensure you're properly licensed and that the illustration matches. If everything looks good and you clear validation, the signing ceremony is up next. Your client will receive an email from DocuSign. This is a great time to give them a heads up and let them know it's time for them to sign their application. Once they sign, the page will auto-refresh, and you'll see their signature marked as complete. Now it's your turn. Click on Sign. The application will open in DocuSign. Review the application and sign all the required fields. Once you signed everything, click on Finish. If you don't click on Finish, the application won't be submitted. Once processed, you'll be taken back to ACE. The application will now show as submitted. The policy number will be generated shortly. You can track updates in Insight via the link provided. If your client wants to apply for additional coverage, you can clone the application. This copies all data, including the My Life and Health. The Insured and Life and Health sections will be locked in the cloned application, but the other sections can be updated. You can clone from the dashboard or from the application card. Just click Copy Application. Choose the reason, for example, additional coverage, and continue. You'll see all applicable data has been copied, and you can make updates as needed. If you have any questions, contact our knowledgeable ACE Financial Professional Support Team at 1-866-223-7651. They're available Monday through Friday, 8:30 a.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern Time.